Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Limits Wrestling. Still to come tonight, our main event, the last match before the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. It is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, taking on Arn Anderson's mercenary, Roman Reigns. And you've got to believe that the commissioner put that match together to try and weaken Shawn Michaels before his title match against Punk at the Rumble. And well, speaking of championships, we've learned that Jimmy Havoc's mentor, Terry Funk, is going to challenge for the hardcore title at the Rumble. Jimmy Havoc, however, is going to be in the Royal Rumble match. However, he's preparing for a match of his own. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, what the hell? That's Dean Ambrose, and, well, if you saw what happened last week, you know that... Oh, my God. Let alone he's got barbed wire, he's let the damn thing on fire! And Terry Funk pleading for his life, and... Oh, thank goodness. And it was Jimmy Havoc who got the fire extinguisher and put it out, but Dean Ambrose has gone off the deep end here tonight. Last week, he was kidnapped by Funk and Havoc as revenge for taking the hardcore title from Havoc, and then on Metal, he was chained up in the backstage, and Havoc and Funk are nowhere to be seen. Unhinged would be an understatement to describe how Dean Ambrose has acted recently, and who can blame him? Getting kidnapped by Funk and Havoc, then being tortured by barbed wire. Clearly they did something badly to him off camera on Metal for him to be sporting that huge bandage across his face. Jimmy Havoc's going to be the one in the Rumble. That leaves Terry Funk to face the wrath of Dean Ambrose head on in Barbed Wire Massacre for the hardcore title at the Rumble. Another match that has potential to be brutal at the Royal Rumble is the Steel Cage contest for the Women's Championship. Last week, as Charlotte and Alexa Bliss were beaten down on the newest acquisition to the women's roster, Lita, Trish Stratus made her triumphant return from injury, attacking the woman that injured her in the first place with a sledgehammer to the knee, Charlotte. This past week on Metal, however, it was Lita who had her first match in this company, beating AJ Lee despite interference from Alexa Bliss. Now the board of directors was wary of Alexa Bliss getting involved in the title match at the Rumble. That is why a steel cage stipulation has been announced to keep out Alexa Bliss from that cage. Tonight, Trish Stratus had a warm-up match in preparation for the title fight at the Rumble. We didn't know if her knee was going to be 100%, but she was certainly going to test it out against the Aussie superstar, Emma. And Emma now on the offensive. You see there the drop kick by Emma to the face of Trish, and now working on that injured knee. As we said, this is Trish's first match back from major surgery, reconstructive surgery on the knee, after it was obliterated by Charlotte in her last match. And well, there you see the Hurricane Rana from Trish, but you have to wonder the damage it's done to that knee. And every move that she does is she puts her in agony, especially this, the tarantula. And now wrenching back those knees is Emma. And now she lets her go. But Emma knows exactly what she's doing. After all, this past week on Metal, she put Natalya out of action for an undisclosed amount of time, but the damage she did to that knee, you can only imagine the damage she's going to do to somebody who's only just come back from surgery. And the Emma-Mite sandwich crushes her in the corner. And Trish trying to shake some feeling back into that knee following the knee bar, and picked up off the floor again. With reversal into a Fez press, and this is the moment that Trish needed to get back into the contest. Somewhere, I'm sure, Charlotte is watching. She wants to scout her opponent for the Rumble, and there's the chick kick, but she hesitates going for the cover because of the pain in that knee. Puts one arm over, and Emma kicks out. Had she hooked the leg, maybe it would have been a different story, but that knee definitely causing her some problems. And now going for total satisfaction, but turns it into a back suplex. Emma once again taking advantage of the injury. Has Trish Stratus come back too early? Looking for the last chancery that injured Natalya on Metal. But oh no, here's a roll-up, an inside cradle, and a win! From out of nowhere, Trish Stratus had the presence of mind to roll up Charlotte. Well, she hopes to roll up Charlotte on Sunday. Tonight, she was successful at rolling up Emma and picking up the victory here tonight, ahead of her women's title match inside the steel cage. And Well, speaking of which, are we going to get a preview of the steel cage match on Sunday? Charlotte is waiting, and there she is. The women's champion, the queen, as she says. She will face Trish Stratus in a cage at the Rumble, but look at that from behind. Still up, not happy about losing to Trish. Hacks her out of the knee. And Emma, it's despicable what she's done to both Natalya and to Trish now, and Charlotte locking in the figure 8. Again, trying to injure that knee permanently before the steel cage match. And it doesn't surprise me. Trish Stratus is the biggest threat to Charlotte's title at the moment, you could argue. And Emma, after injuring Trish, further leaves so that Charlotte can hit that figure 8, apply it to perfection, and now Trish Stratus is in a heap on the canvas. She is women's champion for now, and she hopes to be for years to come. Can Trish Stratus mount a comeback at the Rumble inside the steel cage? And now we go to the backstage, and well, looks like Kevin Owens is about to leave. Haven't seen him compete here tonight, and look who it is again! For a second week running, Galloway, oh my god! Punches out the window with his bare hand, and Kevin Owens tried to sneak out of the arena without running into Drew Galloway and the Future Shock on top of Kevin Owens' car. Drew Galloway last week went to Kevin Owens as revenge for being cost the King of the Ring, and Owens is laid out now. Well, Kevin Owens getting what he deserves. Drew Galloway still not happy that Kevin Owens cost him King of the Ring at Insurgents, and that was just a measure of revenge. They're going to face off at the Royal Rumble, but that is not all. There are several huge matches made for the Rumble, including the coveted Royal Rumble match. But as we're only one episode away from the Rumble, let us now run down the huge matches made for that event. As mentioned, Galloway wants revenge against Kevin Owens for costing him King of the Ring. Owens has been a madman, and he is hell-bent on becoming heavyweight champion, and he sees Drew Galloway as a stepping stone to that. And speaking of championships, we saw what Emma and Charlotte did to the knee of Trish Stratus. Is that knee going to be 100%? There is no way, but she's going to try and give it her all to regain the title she lost inside the steel cage. And it is a street fight for the NLW Tag Team titles. 6-man war between the Riot Squad and the Bullet Club. AJ and the Bucks have reunited to try and topple the team that broke their legs all those months ago. And it's a barbed wire massacre match for the hardcore title. Ambrose took the title from Jimmy Havoc. Now Havoc's mentor, Terry Funk, looks to pick up the pieces. And from what we saw from Dean Ambrose earlier tonight, here's a man on the edge. And this is a blockbuster match between two former allies. Shawn Michaels has been ordered by the commissioner to not touch CM Punk physically, otherwise the match is off. But Austin's going to call it right down the middle. It's a heavyweight title match between Punk and Michaels, and of course, who is going to challenge for the World Championship? It is a 30-man over-the-top rope Royal Rumble match. The winner gets a heavyweight title match at the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania 3. All that and more huge news. The road to WrestleMania begins at the Rumble, and the last match before the Royal Rumble pay-per-view is a big one. It's coming up next. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels takes on Roman Reigns. How is this going to affect Michaels heading into his world title match? We're going to find out right now. One theory for this match happening here tonight is because the commissioner clearly does not want Shawn Michaels to take the championship from CM Punk at the Royal Rumble. Therefore, this is the perfect opportunity to have him beaten down by Roman Reigns before then. And not to mention the commissioner's problems with Roman Reigns. Reigns spearing the commissioner at Insurgents. So clearly it's a killing two birds with one stone situation here. But Shawn Michaels has been ordered by the commissioner not to physically interact with CM Punk, otherwise he does not get his title match. CM Punk has been taunting Shawn Michaels for the past couple of weeks because of that rule. However, tonight, CM Punk came to the commissioner, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and basically said to his face, if you screw me out of this championship, I'm going to make your life a living nightmare. And it is certainly a nightmare for anybody who has had to cross paths with Arn Anderson's mercenary, Roman Reigns. The situation between Arn Anderson and the board of directors has been frosty at best, and Roman Reigns is his problem solver. Reigns and Michaels, this dream match is next.
If you want to see me kick the commissioner's ass, give me a hell yeah. I'm going to show you how to run a show that the people are going to see. I say we have our own shows and have ourselves a draft. Then we'll see who's the better commissioner between you and I.
The landscape is about to change. The destiny of this roster is in their hands. It's NLW versus Metal. No Limits Wrestling presents the draft.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This matchup, main event in progress. Good grief. Did you see the way Roman whipped Michaels hard into the turnbuckles, but had him on his shoulders, but got turned into a victory roll. Here's a cover. Almost caught him out. And the big dog gets his brain scrambled. Oh my goodness, but comes right back at him with the pop-up Samoan drop. And now Shawn Michaels is on the back foot. And Michaels gets chucked over the top rope like a sack of potatoes. Arn Anderson shouting words of encouragement towards Roman Reigns as he just throws Michaels into the ring steps. Many feel that the commissioner's done this deliberately to try and weaken Michaels before he has to challenge for the world title. After all, the commissioner wants CM Punk to be the champion. He's made it very clear that he doesn't want Michaels to be champ, and he may get his wish. May not even make it to the Royal Rumble. Did you see the way that Roman caught him out in mid-air, and then that tilt-a-whirl onto the ring apron, and now a headbutt, a Samoan headbutt, and compresses his vertebrae and slams him into the canvas again. Shawn Michaels, first it was a match last week that wore him down against Kevin Owens, and now tonight against Roman Reigns. Reigns up with a powerbomb but got backdropped, in for the cover, hooks a leg but a kick out. And Reigns holding on in there. Oh, but looks for the super kick. But gets caught out, misses the lariat, and instead gets a drop kick in the face. And now Arn Anderson checking on Roman. I'm sure he'll be fine. He usually is. But now Michael's going for a basement drop kick, but look at this. Oh my! Well, after the baseball slide, Arn Anderson pulled the ring skirt away, allowing Roman to trap him for the apron kick and then the sit-out powerbomb. He is like a well-oiled machine, the way that he works, especially with a veteran like Arn Anderson by his side and the wrestling lineage in his family. And Michaels comes back at him with the double axe handle, trying to mount some sort of comeback. Roman has seemed to have all the momentum in his court, but right now it is Shawn on the top and delivering the elbow to the chest. Although it's not going to do much damage, after all he's got that huge chest protector on, looking like a member of a SWAT team. And now Shawn Michaels is tuning up the band for sweet chin music, but misses, and a Superman punch. Roman Reigns punching the lights out of HBK. He missed the super kick, and now Roman Reigns is looking for the spear, looking for a second successive victory, but went for the spear. And the agility of Michaels to leapfrog it. Roman Reigns goes flying across the ring. And Arn Anderson trying to see if he's okay. And, oh, for God's sake. Well, CM Punk is out here once again to taunt Shawn Michaels. The commissioner said if Michaels hits CM Punk without physical provocation, the match is off. And that is why CM Punk's trying to taunt him. But what are the distractions going on? A damn spear. And CM Punk getting into the mind of Shawn Michaels again. And Roman Reigns picks up his second victory in his NLW career. Can anybody stop Roman Reigns? Michaels looked to, but then CM Punk coming down the aisle with his championship and parading it around in the face of Michaels. Well, we'll take a look at the closing moments. The Superman punch nearly knocked out HBK, but then he leapfrogged the spear, and that was when Punk made his presence felt, came down to ringside to try and provoke Michaels into hitting him. Obviously he wants the match to be called off, but now Roman is victorious and Shawn Michaels just has to sit there and tolerate this abuse. Otherwise the match is cancelled. Oh, and look at this. That was a rise. Oh my! I think Punk thought that was a referee shoving him away, and Roman was going to make him pay, but look at this. What a freaking chair shot, and he's still standing. The commissioner, his problems with Roman are well documented, and now the man that Roman beat last week, Big E, is here to brawl with him. And CM Punk, meanwhile, taunting Michaels. Oh, hang on. Oh my! Well, I guess that was physical provocation enough. And now JBL's here to calm things down. CM Punk, technically, hit Shawn Michaels, so Shawn Michaels can do what the hell he likes. Oh my goodness! Off the freaking stage! Big E knocked into CM Punk, which in turn knocked into Shawn Michaels. That counts as physical provocation in my book, and therefore Michaels is allowed to retaliate. The match is still happening. The Royal Rumble, Punk Michaels, world title on the line.